WCCS and also on 101.1 FM.
Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. And it is time now for an interview segment presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Personal Injury Law Firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And our interview is also streaming on Facebook right now, so we have with us Norb Rayko from the Knights of Columbus joining us here in studio talking about something big that's coming up. Norb, it's good to see you again.
It's very, very good to be here this morning on a snowy morning here in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Some people may be grumbling about said snow, but I just kind of looked up to the heavens. I said, couldn't wait, could you?
Yeah. No, good. It was a good morning. It's nice to see.
It's been a good morning. It's been a busy morning here, but I imagine that everybody over at the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent is getting ready. Yeah, they're having busy mornings, too.
We're getting ramped up here. This is our annual turkey dinner. Mm-hmm. Now, last year it was a roast beef because of a supply chain of no turkeys available.
Yeah.
And so this year we're back fully ready to go with a turkey dinner. We're offering actually a sit-down dinner this year, which is a little bit more than what we've done before because used to be sit-down, then COVID hit, and of course
you had to go through the takeout system.
Yes, and we have the takeout, and Church of the Good Shepherd's campus is awesome for takeout.
Yeah.
You know,
having gone through there several times for the fish dinners in the past, I know exactly what that's like. But also, there's also something about being able to dine in as well and to break bread, if you will, with everybody else.
Correct. A lot of people like the idea of the socialization, sitting down with friends, relatives, people maybe they haven't seen for a while, you know?
Yeah.
And so we are going to be doing a sit-down dinner. The takeout will be available as in before, you know, drive around to the top of the church. We have you be able to pick up your meal up there and then drive down through the church parking lot driveway and be able to head back home. But like I said, we are having a full menu of sit-down, turkey with stuffing, whipped potatoes, gravy, green beans, cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, salad and roll, and we are basically having complimentary dessert. The Church of the Good Shepherd is actually baking snickerdoodle cookies as we speak.
Oh, yum.
Not to mention the donations that will be coming in of actual homemade stuff, too, which is actually some of the best part.
Norb, you're making me hungry.
Well, good. It'll start at 12 o'clock. Now, there may be a little bit of congestion here as Mass reps up, but just give us a little bit. We will have some people stationed outside of the church to help direct people around, and that'll only last a very, very short time as we, clear the parking lot and move on.
Now, when Lent season comes around, I mean, there are a lot of fish dinners and a lot of fundraising things along those lines that happen within the diocese. But I got to tell you, whenever it comes to the food, Church of the Good Shepherd is always kind of placed a little tick above all the other churches. I know that's not intentional.
No, actually, we were voted the best fish dinner in the Diocese of Greensburg. So
that's
we kind of hold that kind of high that we are. Now, also, we will have frozen pierogies available.
Ooh, yum.
Now, these pierogies have not been in the freezer for weeks and months. They were actually made last Monday night.
And they've been frozen quickly,
They're frozen and ready to go. Now, here's just think about these numbers. We made 350 dozen pierogies.
Wow.
And they're in bags of 2 dozen.
Mm-hmm.
They're available for $14.
Yeah.
So you can pick them up the day of the dinner, or if you'd like some, you can always stop at the church, and we have them in the freezer up at the church office, too.
And I'm going to give you the endorsement of the year on this one, because when it comes to those pierogies, my girlfriend has actually got me turned back on to pierogies. I got into a pierogi eating contest, and it was the first experience I ever had with pierogies. While I liked them, I ate so many of them that I didn't want to see another one again for a long time. But the ones that are offered here, not only are they easy to cook when you get them home, they're wonderful tasting, and again, they're handmade.
Yeah,
that's
truly,
the important part.
Yeah, they are truly handmade. I mean, we do have a crew of volunteers that puts this together. We have a leader and a gentleman by the name of Bernie Senick that does 99.9% of all the cooking and directs us accordingly. and does one heck of a good job. And like I said, the pierogies really were are world famous, pretty much.
Now, talk about this crew that's taking care of this. It's obviously a great crew to work with, to have in the kitchen, to put together these turkey dinners.
Yeah, it's all volunteers. My wife is involved. She does a lot of the cookie baking and getting that ready. Barbara keeps those girls, and she actually calls it her brownie brigade, which puts
Nice.
it together. And then we have Bernie, who is the gentleman that cooks the turkeys and the fish. So we have the turkeys out right now thawing and getting ready. They will be cooked on Saturday morning.
Okay.
So everything will be ready for you come Sunday. The potatoes, the green beans, the cranberry sauce, and then not to mention the volunteers that come in and help us assemble the salads and put everything in the boxes and get everything organized. So whenever you come in there, it's pretty much a very, well, I'm going to say this, a well-organized machine. They just come in, you sit down. And the nice part about turkey dinner versus fish fries, it's one thing on the menu, so everything's always the same. Maybe
That's right.
you know,
You're not having to deal with one person wanting the fried fish,
Right.
another person wanting the salmon,
Right.
another person wanting a pierogi dinner,
Right.
things like that.
Yeah.
It is one menu, a fixed menu there.
Right, and it makes it a lot simpler, Like I said, we love the fish fries, and we have a great time doing that. But like I said, the turkey dinner is very simple. It for better words, it is what it is,
Yeah.
This is what you get.
Now, one thing, as we mentioned, this is going to be dine-in. I think this is the first time that Church of the Good Shepherd has offered dine-in for any sort of the fundraising meals since the pandemic.
Correct.
So, what's it been like getting back into gear and getting the room ready?
Well, it's been, we had to set the room up, get it cleaned up, get everything organized, make sure we have some people that know what we're doing as far as seating and that types of stuff to make the facilities work very easily. And then, like I said, it's just it's a new feeling that we have this time. We're making sure we have people there to actually bust the tables and reset them after the folks are dined and left. So, like I said, it's a little bit more organization. As before, it was strictly a carry-out deal. So, that was kind of
You didn't need a lot of volunteers for that. But I do remember when you guys had the sit-down dinners, and I loved coming there. Just sit down, and you never know who you got to talk with because you never know who came by your table.
Very, very popular. And like I said, we've been wanting to do that. And then, like I said, with this, we're going to go ahead and implement it, and most likely it'll follow through up until or into the Lenten season with the fish dinners too.
All right. Well, let's hope that this works. Now, one thing we didn't discuss is the prices. Now, there's two types of meals. There's the full and the half-size meal.
That is
right?
correct. Yeah, the full meal is $14.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the full menu of turkey stuffing, whipped potatoes, green beans, cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, salad, roll, and dessert. And then the half meal will basically be just a little bit less for if you have a young person with you or somebody that just says, well, I don't know if I can eat the whole thing, but hey, take it home with you,
Yeah.
For sure.
And that is a $7 cost.
That is
half meal.
$7, yeah. So like I said, it works out either way, and everything is available for sit down, or if you want to grab it and go, it'll be available on the drive-through too.
Now, can people place orders in advance?
No, everything is basically
day of.
Day of, it's almost kind of like cooked to order. It's ready to go. No pre-orders. Now, if you're there and you've ate and you'd like to say, hey, I want to take one home for my mother who couldn't make it, we certainly have takeout available too.
All right, excellent. So let's go over the particulars one more time, Norb. It is at the Church of the Good Shepherd.
Right.
It
starts at 12. It's a turkey dinner. It will go to 3 o'clock or until we run out of food. Okay.
That
So we
can
hope
happen.
we can make it to 3 o'clock, And the amount of turkeys we got is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to happen. It's $7 for a half meal, $14 for a full meal.
And you said the frozen pierogi are also for sale?
That is correct. We have freshly frozen pierogies available for sale there, and they are in a 2 dozen bag, and the cost on them is $14.
And if anybody has any questions, how can they get a hold of somebody at the church?
Just call the Good Shepherd, and that is 724-479-3600. 3881, and they'll get you fixed up with any and all directions and questions. And truly, if anybody wants to donate a dessert, just drop it at the church office, and we'll take care of it, and we'll be very grateful.
All right, excellent. Norb, it's great to see you again. Thanks very much for coming by to talk about the turkey dinner. I hope it's an amazing success, and I hope that everybody gets a chance to come out and either sit down or take some food home with them on that day. But thanks again for joining us.
No problem. One real quick thing.
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're going to have a schedule to do another live nativity this year in December.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be back with more information at a later date, as we've always promoted that, and this will be our third annual live nativity.
That's nice. All right. We can't wait to hear more details about that. Thanks, Norb.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Norb Rayko with the Knights of Columbus, talking about the Church of the Good Shepherd in Kent's turkey dinner this morning here on Indiana in the Morning. And our interview segments are presented by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. You know, we have just enough time here to get some more guaranteed good news out there. So let's see if we can access our friend Janice Dean.